On the southeastern plains of the Mesauria, between three main cities, lies the small village of Kontea. A feudal estate was established here in the Middle Ages by French crusaders, the Franks. On an elevated site, the Frankish nobleman built a magnificent mansion overlooking the vast plains. Stone walls surrounded an inner courtyard, from which arched doorways led into grand reception areas. In the shadow of the mansion, an olive mill once stood, and nearby stables housed the farm animals. After the departure of the Franks, during the centuries of Ottoman rule, many of the local people who worked the inhospitable land of the feudal estate remained and gradually built a settlement. 200 years ago, the mansion fell into the hands of a French aristocrat, Georges Lapierre, whose family remained there until the early 20th century. With money from Jerusalem, the family erected a Roman Catholic chapel not far from the mansion in honor of St. Anthony. In the chapel's graveyard, the descendants of Georges Lapierre were laid to rest. On the eastern boundary of the feudal estate stands the main Greek Orthodox church of Kontea. It's believed to have been erected on the site of earlier churches. This late 19th century building is dedicated to Saint Charalambos. It's a single-aisled, cross-vaulted basilica. Local people, Christians and Muslims, rich and poor, would gather here in February every year to celebrate the saint's name day. The covered arches surrounding the courtyard provided shelter from the rain, and the area came alive as traders competed for custom. At the entrance of the church, the original village primary school still stands. The Franks constructed an efficient irrigation system in order to turn the dry ground into fertile farming land. Through a system of wells and underground canals, water was directed along stone-built aqueducts into cisterns and then onto the land. Kontea was an agricultural village, producing all kinds of vegetables and fruits. Citrus and olive plantations flourished in the shadow of tall cypress trees. 40 years ago, 350 carob trees were planted on a rocky plateau here, part of a government attempt to introduce new varieties into the area. A contemporary mosque, built after 1974, stands alongside the old church and the mansion. A marble plaque, dated 1797, which once hung in the mansion, vividly describes Kontea as it once was and as it could be once again.
The beauty of the rich and fertile land, admire, O visitant, well and divinely gifted it is. Sweet water in plenty flowing over the duct, pastures green and orchards refreshing. The air in melody blowing, feel the mild breeze. Joy to the heart and to the eye this place brings. Kontea is the name and rightfully deserves the fame. Here flowers and gardens blossom, and trees like forests grow. Yet this place was not so before. This mansion now well is decorated. Now in order is all, a beauty and a wonder.